This is the overtime, first overtime of the Neshaminy Seneca Valley Boys Championship.
First state championship in a long time. For Seneca Valley, it would be the first in program history. They went to the finals in 2015. And for Neshaminy, they have not won a state championship since 1994. They haven't been to the state tournament since 2016. They have 40 minutes on the clock. I think they mean 20.
I don't know what they're going to...
I think somebody's going to radio up to the press box and say, yeah, you need 20 minutes. There we go. 20 minutes now on the clock. I was going to say, hey, I didn't think we were going to play two 40-minute overtime periods. As Neshaminy will have the ball, and we are running in overtime from Hershey Park.
Maybe they would have done 140 in the switch. That's funny.
Mark, and it's taken out. Neshaminy fans wanting a call there, as Rowan had his legs taken out from under him, but it'll be a throw-in coming for Neshaminy early in this first overtime.
I don't get it. Why did they put 20, not 15? Like,
it'll be Showman to throw it in.
I know, I understand that it's a state championship, or...
Launches it towards the net. It's loose in front of the net and cleared at least to the top.
Oh, so that's it. They wanna try to,
And we are going to have a foul, and it's called against Neshaminy. I think that's the right call.
That's the card.
Looked like Cole Jackson might have come in with a high boot on that one. So even though he was the one who wound up on the ground, he was the one who had the dangerous play to begin with. Seneca Valley with the free kick.
Yeah,
they have their first opportunity.
I don't get why they... I mean, I get it to a point. I guess they don't want to...
Headed down by Kosikowski. Trying to move the ball forward.
They try their best to not let penalty kicks decide who's going to win this the championship. Which I agree.
But Rivera unable to grab it. Ball will come down into the Seneca Valley offensive end.
And I was watching the game earlier, just not today, but...
By Albaran. Spruce will pull it forward.
So Paul, welcome back, buddy.
By Bicker. Throw in coming for Neshaminy.
I was watching the game earlier, and
once again,
that was in the
deep throw in.
Quarterfinals, and they put two to 15-minute overtime. No, I don't know why they. Well, it is what it is.
The other way. What a sliding play by A.J. Rivera. Played onto the far side for Rowan. Rowan, 13 goals, the leading scorer for Neshaminy on the season. He's going to put it in on net, and Dave
wow.
Pops up and makes the save. That had some sneaky pace on it. If I'm not mistaken, that might be Rowan's first clean shot of the match. And a foul called. Quickly, Maxwell back up. He does not want to come off right now, so he needed to pop up pretty quickly. For a second, it looked like he might have been trying to grab his head, and that's something that you cannot have right now.
I gotta give both these credit, but
Cole Jackson sends it in.
I'd like to see Neshaminy win.
Wegba has it at his feet, but moving away from net. Tried the shot. It's off a Seneca Valley player. Wegba comes back to it, tries to send it in, and Davies will scoop it up. Richie Fall is headed to the scorer's table. He has not played at all today. So kind of an interesting decision to bring him into the match right now. Of course,
Oh yeah, that's loud. I mean, I guess that's loud.
and so with
As
that
long as
being
they're
the
doing the
case,
right, that's loud though.
you get a chance to come out and get a breather. And you did have the 5-minute break between the overtime period, regulation and overtime, as
No.
chasing down or trying to is LaValle. And
LaValle.
come in Preuss and Prex for Seneca Valley. And again, Fall will come in. And again, the first time that Fall has been in all day,
What time is
he's
it?
going to get Joe Maxwell. Obviously, he sees
The
something
mic.
right now as the throw-in comes from DeFabo. As it's sent forward for Rowan. Rowan trying to cut to the inside. It'll be knocked away by Bickert. Wegba is there. Wegba cracks it high.
Oh.
That was a great counterattack from Neshaminy. Rowan's pass onto the cross in for Rivera was blocked down by Bickert, but it came right to Wegba. And it didn't
This
miss
is
by
the
much.
so this is the first
Neshaminy trying to get back
overtime, and they played 20
in the
minutes.
first half.
So let's see.
Popped in the air off the
Let's see if somebody's gonna score. Like end it before the
Nearly comes back in and controls it as Prex
I think someone's gonna end it
has it batted out by Rowan.
before
Rowan coming
the
for
second
Seneca Valley.
overtime.
6 minutes gone in the first overtime. Again, sudden victory. Someone scores. This one is over.
Been a long day, guys.
Coming for Bickert here.
Neshaminy scored 8 minutes into the game, and then Seneca Valley scored 10 minutes into the second half. So
Race through the ball. Seneca Valley is going to get there first. I thought that was a throw for Neshaminy.
oh my God, Neshaminy.
That ball went out off of Bickert.
Oh my God,
No,
I
actually, they're just pushing it back. I thought that ball went out, and Bickert played it out. I don't know how he winds up with the throw. And then a foul called against Neshaminy. And some aggressive negotiations going on between Rowan and Jonathan Preuss.
That's a
Jeski
coup.
with the free kick, not the effort that he wanted, popped into the air.
Yeah, get out! Get it out!
Trying to punch it back in. The ball is loose in front of the cage. Still in danger territory. And now Wegba comes back in defensive support. Shot is blocked by Prex. And that ball will go over the end line for a corner for Seneca Valley. 12 and change remaining in overtime. High ball searching for the far post. Maybe you carried a little bit too far. And it'll be cleared away by Neshaminy. First to it is DeFabo. Rowan, though, comes away with the ball. Looking to push it up ahead for Rivera, who will get to it first. And Rivera is offside.
Oh!
Neshaminy fans.
Why was it offside, Rivera? I watch offside.
This is one where you would love to be able to have VAR available.
Yeah, I just said the same thing.
I didn't think Rivera was offsides.
I said the same thing in the second half. That the PIAA probably wishes that the VAR available right now. There's a couple of those questionable in the second half, but
it's Rivera on the right side, cutting it back towards the middle. Fans calling for a handball, didn't see it. The pass. I think Wegba thought that was intended for him and ran interference on that one, but I believe it was intended for Rivera. Rivera does touch and gives it off now for Jackson. Jackson got by his defender. Opportunity to cross it in. It's taken out. Headed back by Salmi now. A.J. Rivera. Beautiful play. Looks to chip it out onto the wing for Rowan. Rowan can't quite control on his own, but on the second touch tries to head it towards himself. And they're going to call Rowan for the hold. That's a good call.
Mm-hmm.
So Rowan definitely had a hold of the jersey of Kosakowski. Midway through this overtime.
Will we go to second overtime? I don't know.
As Davies will come out of his net to take this free kick.
I mean,
This ball is headed down.
it's crazy that they did 20-minute overtime, but
Cleared out by Neshaminy. Jackson looking for Fall. That's Fall's first touch since coming into the game. Bruce finds Prex for LaValle, and the shot
wow!
is on the diving effort by Gilday.
He's not even a starting goalie. He's a backup.
He lets one fly. It's blocked.
He's a backup goalie. He's still there. Oh.
As checking back in is Nathan Eastgate.
The backup goalie is still doing a heck of a job.
Now Maxwell will come back in. Actually, he did not get to the table in time, so Maxwell will not check back in. So on the throw-in, Prex had possession, lost possession, gets it back, and it's going to be a throw-in for Seneca Valley. Originally, the referee started to point to Neshaminy and then realized what direction he needed to point in. The throw will come from Bickert.
I'm gonna tell you, these refs can pay a lot of money. These refs can pay around $75 to $100 a game, maybe more. The guys in the burger pay more than the guys on the side.
20-minute segment, or will we have to play another one? So here comes Seneca Valley the other way.
I know that for a fact.
To LaValle, his shot is wide right.
I know a couple, referees, and that's what they told me.
That ball went wide to the right.
Depends on, like, the,
is celebrating and hoisting a trophy in a few minutes. And, of course, remember that when that trophy is lifted, we will have that presentation for you, as well as a recap of all the action that happened this weekend in the PIAA State Soccer.
Yeah, my friends were telling me it depends when the
stick around once this game is over in order to
depends on the
Seneca Valley and a free kick coming up for Neshaminy.
what do you call it?
7 minutes
Depends on the
initial extra session.
look what level they're doing and this if it's like a playoff or a championship game or just a good season game.
This game is over. Ball is headed up in the air by Maxwell. It'll come out to Spruce.
The guy in the middle, no matter what, the guy in the middle gets paid more than the guys on the side.
Seneca Valley plays it out to LaValle on the wing. And his path impeded, has to cut it back.
I'd love to do that.
Post. And this one will carry over the end line.
I'd love to be a rapper. I don't have the time to do it. If I did it, the only thing I'll be able to do would be Sundays and football Sundays for me.
Sends it
It would be nice,
Plus half of the field for Neshaminy.
a nice
Coming away
chocolate
with
trade, Joe.
is DeFabo coming up from his left back position. Takes it out wide, and he's now going to move into an offensive stand area. That ball will go over the touchline, and now DeFabo will come back. Zeski brings it back, and he has it taken off his foot. Here comes Neshaminy the other way.
Send it!
That ball from Maxwell really didn't have much of a chance to go anywhere. Maxwell now trying to keep up stride for stride as that ball sent through. I believe looking for Prex. Kept in. So it'll be sent forward by Rickard. And over the... Actually, I'm going to say it was a throw-in, that it went over the touchline, not the end line.
4 minutes. And 30, so 4.5 minutes left.
Jason Spencer comes in for Wegba. Normally would come out in a half at this point. 4:22 remaining in this initial extra session. There's a throw in for Rivera. He flicks the header on.
I didn't think that this game would be going in overtime now, but...
Into the area, Gilday will come off his line to grab it before Ledeski can run on.
If I didn't know any better, I would have thought that goalie was the starter for the Neshaminy. He's been pretty good coming in the beginning of the second half.
A foul whistled against Neshaminy. So the free kick coming up for Medeski. Kicked into the box, and Gilday, with a really nice read on that one, grabs it.
I wish I would have got this channel before, but if I would have done this, I would have had this channel before this playoff started. I would have live streamed every single game. Every single ball game.
Looking for Rowan. Headed on, and it'll be pushed out by Bickert.
I don't know if this kind of only has playoff games or what, but...
to handle this throw in and try to get it deep into the box. That's exactly what's going to happen here. As Schoenman with the throw in deep, it's headed around Neshaminy. Able to get to it. Rivera will give it to Schoenman. He'll completely reverse the side.
Schoenman
controls on the left now. Marked by two defenders, cuts it back towards the sideline. Somehow kept it in.
I thought we got my money's worth today, though. 2 overtime.
Take a tumble, and it'll be Spencer who commits the infraction as we had 2 minutes to go in overtime. Again, if there's no score by the end of this first overtime period, we will go to a second overtime. And if there is a no score at the end of the second overtime, we will finish this one in penalty kicks. Here's Gavin Rowan. And a foul called. That was offsides. Heard the whistle, saw the arm, and it was offsides on Neshaminy. Davies headed down by A.J. Rivera. Bruce trying to keep it in. Fighting with Rowan for the ball. Rowan cuts the...
No!
That one will be a foul. 1 minute remaining in...
Thank you, Rick. Hope both ways, sir.
will push this one forward on the free kick with 44 seconds left in overtime. Good ball into the area. Was looking for Schoenman. And Rowan slipped on top of the ball. I think his pride was hurt more than anything else. As Schoenman with the deep throw into the box. Headed out. Rivera trying the bicycle kick. Comes back out to A.J. Rivera, who tries to send it back in. The countdown is on. And are you ready for another 20 minutes? I hope so, because we are going to overtime number 2. A quick
I will do it in a couple seconds, guys.
on NFHS Network.